Yo, what it do, YouTube? Got Pip TV. Hey, yo, to all my beautiful black women, to all my beautiful black women, there are good black men out here. I mean, I be seeing Facebook going crazy. I mean, like, everybody always talking about why you can't find no good black, why they can't find no good black man. Thing about good black men, yo, it's like good black women these days. Shit is kind of hard to find, but it's out there. I mean, maybe you looking in the wrong places. I mean, me personally, I know, even though I know good girls do go to the club, but guarantee you this. If mamas is in the club every weekend, you in the club, I mean, neither one of y'all are good for each other at the end of the day, because there's nothing good going to come out of both of y'all club hopping. But it is good, man. Y'all make it seem like finding good men is like finding Where's Waldo. I mean, come on, man. It's good men out here. I mean, I don't use a couple of fucked up relationships to say like it ain't no good women out here. I mean, it's I just feel honestly, and I'm gonna use this for an example. Last weekend, I mean, me and a couple of friends, we went to the club. I mean, well, we went out one weekend. I think it was Saturday night we went out, and we was sitting at the bar, and it was this dude. I mean, nothing special. It was this chick. First of all, she was at the bar. First of all, she was at the bar. I mean, sipping on, I think sipping on, I think she had a Corona, some crazy shit. Long story short, dude came over, small conversation, in and out of consciousness. I mean, he asked her a couple of questions, she gave a couple of answers. I mean, it was obvious to everybody that she wasn't really feeling dude, but she fed into the little conversation, which I had no problem with. Now, dude offered to buy her a drink and all that, and she accepted, took dude drink. By the time she takes the dude drink, she didn't even say thank you. She just got up and walked away, and then went and sat down with a couple of with a couple of other dudes, like a couple of seats down, which was insane to me. I feel like this. I feel honestly, if you're gonna sit and entertain conversation, at least don't take this dude drink and just act like he didn't do nothing and you just walk away. But you're the same person that would get on Facebook and say you can't find a good man. Just because that dude wasn't your cup of tea doesn't mean he wasn't a good dude. This is where a lot of people go wrong. Like, shit that's good for you ain't. I mean, shit that you think is good for you is not always good for you. Now, I mean, granted, I know the dude she went to go talk to because I'm from the area, so I did. They wasn't what she was looking for. I was going to be more in tuned on her feelings than Tommy and Mike at the end of the ball. But this is what most females go for, Tommy and Mike at the end of the ball. I mean, just because the dude got a butt and casual pants and some soft toe shoes don't mean he's a square and don't need no simple attention. I just felt it was very disrespectful. I mean, for her just to take the drink without even not even a word of a thank you, that was kind of crazy to me. I mean, and I don't have no problem with how people do their relationships, but you cannot treat people a certain way, then get on Facebook the very next morning and scream how you cannot find a decent man. I mean, black women. I mean, as black men too, but black women, we got to do better. I mean, it's like we said. I mean, I know understand times has changed. I understand times has changed. I mean, I remember a time where there was no Instagram, where there were no was like no Facebook, and that kind of made your relationship a little bit more solid. Is because you know what we do now? We go through problems in a relationship. If you and your girl or you and your boyfriend arguing, the first thing we do is roll over, get on Facebook and Instagram. Like that's gonna cure your problems. I mean, we look at Facebook, Instagram, and sometimes YouTube as the savior of your relationship. 9 times out of 10, that is not going to help your relationship. 9 times out of 10, Facebook and Instagram is going to be your downfall in a relationship. I mean, and I'm nobody preacher, I'm nobody prophet, but what I do know you cannot use Facebook as company when your relationship fucked up. Don't get on, and I see this a lot on Facebook. Like, you can't complain about your boyfriend and want like on a Friday night, but Saturday morning you and Boo like booed up in the bed taking pictures and you cooking them breakfast. mean, but then you crucify the nigga at the end of the week because things didn't go your way. You can't be in and out of consciousness with your relationships. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I understand everybody go through situations. I mean, ain't nobody relationship perfect. But we can't post everything on Facebook. I mean, I know a lot of people put shit up on Facebook for like attention. Most of the shit be for attention, shares, and likes. I mean, a lot of personal shit. I don't feel you need to put on Facebook that you found out your baby daddy was sleeping with your best friend. Because what you got to understand about Facebook, and this is where relationships go wrong, 50 to 60, 70% of the people, 50 to 60% of the people on my page, I don't even know on my Facebook page. I mean, 60, probably more than that. I do know a lot of people on my Facebook page between family and friends. But out of the couple of thousand people I got as friends, I don't know all of them people. I mean, so why feed all these people this negative energy about me to make them come up with their own assumption about me when that's not even the light I'm trying to put myself in? You understand what I'm saying? And it's not like I don't, that's why I don't sit and comment on nobody when they go through their relationship problems and all that, especially when I know your situation. If you're a friend of mine, I know what goes on in the household, which is the main reason why I don't even know why you put most of your business on social media when a lot of your friends do know your household. I mean, but it is good, and it's good black man out here. I guess some people look at the wrong places. I mean, and then you know what they say, it's always when you look for shit you never find. I mean, I guess it's when you stop looking and you have time to sit down and reflect on your life and have nothing else to do. Then, see, that's what happens. Then you find who you probably looking for. But who you looking for ain't gonna come to you like a thief in the night. Relationships ain't built like that. You understand? A relationship, it take years to build a good, strong relationship, and then most of the time that shit don't even work out. I mean, the way the world is set up now, for you to have a good, healthy relationship, got to be the grace of God. That's the only thing that's gonna make you pull through. With the way the world is now, and I understand why people struggle so much in relationships. It's because the social media world, this internet has people relationships struggling. I mean, and that has a lot to do with Facebook Messenger. I mean, I'm not even gonna call my dude name out, but I got a friend that just got caught day before yesterday. Left his phone on the kitchen table, and his baby mother go find it. He had been talking to his ex, and I mean, and you got to understand something. Not saying this situation wouldn't been going on back in the day, but they just have people have it makes it so much easier to cheat now. I mean, this conversation is cheating. I mean, if you sit and you feel you can entertain, I mean, other people's conversation, that's a form of cheating. I mean, but this is something people didn't have back in the day. You know how you conversated if it wasn't with your wife or husband back then? You had to write a fucking letter or use the house phone, and you didn't want to use the house phone because you're scared that nigga in the bedroom was gonna pick the other one up. So it made your chances of cheating very slim. Now you have the privacy of your own cell phone where you can lay right beside your significant other and have a whole full blown conversation with people you know and people you may not know. And you don't, I mean, and there's no fixing relationships when you have that much comfort in cheating. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like you can't find a black man, but the the best thing about relationships is that relationships is like everything else. Good, strong relationships you got to build. I mean, it starts from the ground. You got to work your way up. Now, I honestly feel the best, healthiest relationship would be a relationship with like Facebook and Instagram is not y'all main focus. That's the only way I feel your relationship is really gonna be at its fullest capacity. I mean, I'm not saying people that use Facebook and Instagram and all that won't have a healthy relationship, but it makes it a lot easier for the opposite one to cheat, especially if the other one is not as happy as you are. You understand what I'm saying? It takes the right night, the right moment for Tom to sneak inside of Susie inbox, especially when when you and her been going through shit all week. And it's just the right, when it comes to shit like that, it's the right time at the right moment. Everybody is vulnerable at a certain point in time. You understand what I'm saying? So it just takes the right moment. You just got to keep your relationship strong enough where you won't let the right moment get in, because it only takes the right moment and the right words, kind words, especially when people is going through the struggle. You understand what I'm saying? Communication has been, and well, I think it was 2 weekends ago. You know, we sitting in a restaurant and 90% of the people in the restaurant was on their cell phone. They wasn't even talking to the person that was at the table with them. This is where the world has went. So when you date now, you don't just go on a date by yourself. You go on a date now with your 5,000 followers you have on Instagram. I mean, so it's just not you no matter where you go. Because most people tagging where they at, and they taking pictures of where they at, and it's just a lot. It just be too much for a relationship. And then you got the haters on the other end of the phone, because everybody want to be in somebody's situation. I don't give a fucked up how fucked up your situation is. Everybody want to be in somebody's shoes. You understand what I'm saying? So on the other end of this phone or computer, whatever the fuck they on, you have some hater that's sitting waiting for your downfall. And when you fuck around and put all your downfalls on, it just makes it so much easier. I mean, not saying good black men and good black women don't exist, because it exists on so many levels, but it just makes it hard with this internet. And this, I mean, the internet world is devil's playground. Ain't nobody safe when it comes to the internet. That's one fucked up thing about it. You know, the internet was the worst thing that could happen to black people. I mean, not saying it don't happen to white people, but the internet was the worst thing that could happen to black people. Cause we take everything. That's one thing about us. We don't do nothing regular. We don't do nothing. We don't do nothing in moderations. Everything we do got to be extra. So what we do with these platforms is that we take it. I mean, that trust and believe me, I got a good amount of white friends. Not saying a lot, but I have a nice amount of white friends that's friends on Facebook and Instagram. And you know our page don't look nothing like our page. I mean, they don't parade around. They women, and not saying they don't, but black women have a tendency of less clothes. I mean, and I'm a man, so you know I'm gonna like and heart it. I mean, I'm not sitting on the other end of this phone making like I'm perfect. I'm far from perfect. I mean, I just speak on how I feel about situations. I mean, when we are taking off less clothes, we are using less mind power and more sexuality to get what we want out of life, and I feel that's not what we need right now. And I understand sex sells. Sex has been selling from the beginning of time. Sex has been selling from the beginning of time. But we got to learn how to we got to draw the line in the sand somewhere when it comes to how much we gonna take off for these likes and shares. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't knock nobody for what they do. I always say a hustle is a hustle. But at the end of the day, you got a child that you are raising that's gonna fuck around and see these same pictures and shit you putting all up on IG and Facebook. And come on, man, like I don't know if you want to tell your kids that you've been an Instagram model. I mean, half naked is the thing. Is that something you're gonna be proud of? I mean, make your money while you got it, no doubt. I have no problem with you making your money, but you know everything gets old after a while. I mean, everything gets old after a while. I just feel we need to lay all to all my beautiful black women. There is good men out here. How about you go to Walmart, walk down the cereal aisle, the canned good aisle, and find you a decent dude. He ain't got to be walking around in Jordans and Louis Vuitton this and Versace that and Gucci this, and find you a regular degular working dude. I mean, just cause he don't have that maybe the sex appeal you looking for, but the dude might have a good heart. You understand what I'm saying? Everything that glitters is gold. Just because you find this heartthrob walking down the aisle 9 times out of 10, you're not the only one you feel dude is sexy. I mean, it's gonna be you, and that's where your competition comes in. And not necessarily you supposed to settle for less. I mean, but at the end of the day, how about giving regular degulars niggas a chance sometime? Regular niggas need love too, just as much as the ones that promote. I mean, the ones that run around and act like they doing this and that, yeah, but the regular hardworking niggas need love too. You understand what I'm saying? You just can't sit around and say there ain't no good man out here when you're going to the wrong places looking for a good man. I mean, I'm not telling you to go to church and look for a good man, because people that go to church is in church for a reason. They got a lot going on. You understand what I'm saying? You don't. It's no specific place that you're gonna find a good man. It starts off with you being a good person. One thing about a man is only gonna do for a woman as much love as he has for that woman. All black men don't cheat. It only takes that one man to find that one woman that's just gonna make him stop cheating. And if your man has cheated on you, it's just that you wasn't the one for him. All men don't cheat. All men are not fucked up. You just have to be that special woman for him not to do the above. But outside of that, you just got to be strong and stick to your guns. I mean, y'all quick to say that y'all don't need a man for nothing. So stand thing with dudes. Y'all crucified too just because y'all feel y'all independent. If you're independent, just like men feel they independent, you got to take. You being an independent black woman, ugly. You just got to accept that shit for what it is, yo. The world ain't never been a easy place to live. It's just a place to live. And I think that was my word for the night. I think I'm out because I have nothing else to do besides get dressed so I can hit up these streets. And y'all have a good one. It's Got Pip TV, yo. Subscribe to this page, like a couple of videos, and y'all be good, yo. I'm out.